Hey guys, just got done today. I'm all cleaned up. In today's video, I show you how to rough in a supply and return duct when doing a relocation to a garage. I had it roto hammered out yesterday. I had to trim it out a little bit today. I'm going to show you how to put the elbows in, how to backfill, how to concrete those in, so you can continue on the next day in building up your furnace, ductwork, etc. So stay tuned for that today. And then at the end of the video, let's go around here. I am going to show do a tool review on these two items. It's the Milwaukee M12 shears, which are awesome, and the Milwaukee M18 trim saw. This isn't that big fuel one. This is just the little trim saw. But I'll explain to you why I got that one and not the big one. So stay tuned to that at the end of the video. Good morning, guys. Seton HVAC here. It is Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. What a beautiful morning. So I'm still in the search for, or let me rephrase that. I'm still searching for an employee. Where they are, I do not know. There is nobody out there. I've tried everything. Facebook, Craigslist, Indeed, wearing a sandwich sign on the side of the street. I don't know where the workers are, at least not around here. Now, if you live somewhere else and you're looking to come out to a beautiful place that has tons of work and pays very well, contact me, please. You know, it's amazing. You know, I go see many families throughout the week. Many households, many businesses, and I want to focus on the households though, because it's amazing. It's amazing in the middle of the day how many people aren't working. Now, how does that work? No pun intended. How is it 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday like today, and people are out lounging about not doing anything? And these are working age people, 30s, 40s. I want that lifestyle. I mean, no, I don't. I want to contribute and I want to do my part, but it's just it's crazy to me. And you know, and I can't find someone to help me do this. And you know, yeah, it's not easy work, but it's good, honest, hard work, and it pays well. So I'm headed off to this this heat pump relocation job here at the south side of Bend, Oregon, to get my ducts buried in the concrete, so to speak. So I got the hole chipped. He finished it yesterday. I'm gonna show you how I get these elbows wrapped, buried, and get the concrete laid over, so I can come back tomorrow and start, you know, stacking the equipment and running my duct. I should have my electrician out there tomorrow too. So we're just plugging away at these jobs. I'm going to show you step by step how I do this, if you ever need to do this on one of your projects. So I'll see you out there. Okay guys, we're here on site. So we got our hole all finished up. Now, something to note here. So the joists go that way, so it's okay to knock all this out and not hurt it structurally. If the joists would have went that way, then we'd have had to do something structural. So this is fine. It's not supporting anything here. We're good to go. I'm gonna get started by cutting this rebar out of here, and then I'm gonna start prepping my elbows, and then we backfill this with dirt concrete. Should go pretty quick. It's probably all I'm gonna do on this job though today. That way tomorrow I can start stacking stuff. So let's get this rebar out of the way. Alright guys, I got my rebar cut out of there. I dry fitted my two elbows in here. It's going to be pretty tight. I'm not going to be able to wrap them the way I want to. So what I'm going to do is just mastic the outside of them real good, tape them up real good, and get them in there. You know, you don't want that metal touching the dirt, so we'll do the best we can. This is as big as they made it for me. My roto hammer's still here. I might make this a little bit bigger. Let me think about this one. Okay guys, I rotoed out some more, so now I'm smooth over here, and I'm pretty smooth over here. I got about 34, 35, which is about what I wanted. So yeah, now I can start trying to think about getting these elbows in here. Let's do it. Okay guys, I labeled these for you. So this is the return air, airflow that way. Notice the way the crimps go. So you always want the crimps going into the airflow. That way you don't have your pipe over the top and you have a gap there. The other way around, I mean. And then supply air, I put an arrow there for you. Supply that way. That's the one that's going on the right hand side. Return air is going, I'm sorry, left hand side. Return air is going on the right hand side. So that one there, that one there. 4 equally spaced screws on every connection like usual. I'm going to go ahead and get these mastic taped, and then I'm going to wrap them with a 1-inch bubble wrap. We'll do a couple things. Helps insulate it a little bit. It's going to be insulated by the ground, obviously, the earth, but it also keeps the dirt from touching them. So let's get to wrapping these and we'll get them in place. Oh, and I put these little spacers on there to get us past the foundation, because otherwise our connection lands right up with the foundation, which you don't want. So that'll get us out to where we can make our connection down in the crawl space. Same with that side. Okay guys, I got the first elbow insulated and put in place. So as you can see, I got it wrapped all the way up till it's above the grade there, so none of the dirt or anything will touch it. And then on the inside, I'll just seal it with mastic. I'll come back tomorrow, I'll seal that with mastic before I lay my base can on there. Let's get the return wrapped and put in there. And I got just enough throat there where I can make my connection down below when I get down into the crawl. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the return right now, get it wrapped and put in. All right guys, they're both in there. So like I said, I'll seal the insides of these with mastic before I put the cans on. Or actually, this one just gets a pipe, but before I put the base can on. I got some caps coming. I'm gonna try to, the delivery's not here. I had a couple 16-inch caps, but they're not here yet. So I'm gonna start backfilling with dirt, trying not to get any dirt inside of those. If I do, I can get it out from the other side when I go down there. But I'm gonna keep moving along, get this backfilled, and then I can mix up some concrete. Fun stuff. Getting there, guys. It's gonna take a while to backfill all this. A little bit will fall into the crawl through there, but you'll never know it. I'll smooth it out when I get down there. Let's keep filling. All right, we're backfilled pretty good here. So, you know, leave yourself inch and a half. I think here I got about 2 inches to put concrete in. I got 2 bags, so hopefully that's enough. And then, you know, my can's gonna come out to there, so that'll be blocked off, but I'll dump some concrete in there so it's sealed off from the crawl. And if I see something when I go down there, I'll patch it up with some concrete patch or something. And then I'll fill in around here, trowel it off real nice, and we'll have a good base for tomorrow to start building ductwork. So that's how she's done, guys. Let's mix up some concrete and have some troweling fun here. All right, guys, we got our mixing bucket, a smaller bucket of water there for making up the concrete, our fast setting quickcrete, a couple different trowel, well, one trowel on a float, and then we got our little mixer on our drill. Let's mix this up. All right, we're all mixed up, about the consistency of lumpy peanut butter. About what I like. Let's trowel some in there. Okay guys, just like that, we're all concreted in. So, you know, it may not be perfectly level, but so what's going to happen is my base can's going to catch the old lip there. When I come back tomorrow, I'll sweep and vac all this dried stuff up, and I'll smooth this off so it's nice and level. Level as the floor is anyway. But I'll have the old slab there to help catch the front of my can, and then I can find a stud back here to catch the, you know, support the backside, because that's not going to be perfect back there, which is fine. If I see any gaps when I go in the crawl space, I'm going to seal them up with some probably some you know, concrete in a tube type stuff, and seal that all off, or Volcom will work too. It's just something to keep the critters out. Clean all this up, and then, you know, nothing needs to be supported here. The concrete will hold that in place, and that's just going to be a 16-inch round that goes up and around into the return up here above the air handler. So it's coming along. I'm going to stick around, wait for these caps to come so I can cap these off before I leave. I got somebody coming to grab all this dirt, haul it away, all the debris that was, let me show you that. Big pile of debris from clearing out those holes. Amazing how much debris comes from just a little small hole in the slab in the foundation, but there it is. So I'm gonna get all cleaned up, and then I'm gonna show you all my equipment that was delivered here on Monday, so you can see what I'm gonna install here. I'll be back. All right, guys, let me show you what we got here for equipment. So this gun is the BVA 24. It's the 20. Let me put it this way, it's the constant torque air handler that Bosch makes, and it's the 2-ton. And then we have the BOVB 36 M18 that mates up with that. And then we're going to have our F100 20x20 that sits right on top of the air handler on the return side. And we got our air cleaner around. So then that 16 is just going to go boom down for a return. Yes, I sold this job before I hated these, but this is actually the Wi-Fi one, so I'm not so worried about it. So we're doing a TH8321WF Wi-Fi Vision Pro. There's my secondary safety switch. I got easy traps back at the shop. There's all my 16-inch elbows. Yes, I'm running 16-inch flex down in the crawl. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time down there. It'll work fine. It's a 2-ton. One box for the supply, one for the returns. They're short runs. I got a little bit of rigid if I need some. There's my 10 kW strip heat, my base can, another elbow there. I got some other stuff. I got airtight takeoffs and stuff back at the shop I'm going to grab, and then miscellaneous sheet metal that I'll need to build to adapt to the old system. I'll show you that old system in a second. We'll see where the customer is. See if I'm disturbing him. But yeah, it's my basic system. You know, I love the Bosch. Not so much that thermostat, but let's go check out the old system. I'll show you its proximity to where the new one's going to go, to right there. All right, there's the old system. I'm trying to whisper because he's on the phone over there. Let's see where the return goes up. It goes up into the finished space. I won't be able to get up there, so I'll have to figure out how I want to time my return in, or new return location where the new system is, which is right on the other side of that wall. So it's right on the other side of this door. So it's about 12-15 feet. So short flex runs. I'm going to cap these below the floor, cap this supply, and then I'll be able to tap in with an ATTO down below. New line set, everything, that's all going away. The old heat pump and everything. Everything's gone completely. I'll pull it all out. So I'm going to go talk to the customer and see where we want to put our new return location. See if he's got his prints with him. All right, guys, so they have no idea where they want to put the new return location. They're pretty quirky people, so you know, it's going to take them probably a week to figure out where they want to put the new return air. I got a couple ideas. He gave me a print of their blueprints for their remodel. So a copy, I mean, of their blueprints for their remodel. So I'm going to look that over and see if I see any good spots for it. Other than that, everything else should go smooth. Just dealing with them. The wife's really quirky. I shouldn't say that, but she is. I think he knows it too. So yeah, that's a wrap on that. I got those I got those caps on there because that delivery showed up. So I don't know if I showed you that. So I put the caps on the 16 so, you know, critters can't get in there, nothing can fall in there. And then tomorrow I'll be able to start building that up, get the base can up, and start making it look like something. So that's exciting. What else? So I got to stop back by finally on that 3-zone Mitsu. I'll tie that return, and I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning. When I get back to the shop, I'll show you these prints and see if you guys have any ideas what you think for a location on that. You know, obviously you didn't see the house, so it'll be kind of tougher, but I'll show you what these prints look like, and I'll show you where the furnace, the new air handler location is in conjunction with those new prints. So until then, we'll keep plugging away here, and I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow morning. Putting in that return won't be too exciting, but it'll be something, and then I'll be back out on this job to start building duct, which is always fun. It's always a fun step-by-step, and I'll show you how I do it. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, tool review number 1 here. So this is the Milwaukee M12 shears. As you can tell, I've used these a lot. Back when I was doing a lot of 90% furnaces back in the valley, I use these a ton. I don't use them nearly as much on this side of the mountains now. I'm pretty much out in heat pump country. But if you're doing a lot of 90% furnaces, these are awesome. So check this out. It'll go up to 2-inch PVC, so it'll keep you from having any of the you know, the burrs and everything getting into your inducer motors. It cuts a nice clean cut, straight, doesn't leave any residue or anything, any you know, bits of the PVC into anything. So basically you just push this trigger in. You got to hold this little side thing here, push that in, opens up, and then you flip your let me show you that right there. You flip that over, and then just repeat the process to cut your pipe. And then it's got a little catch here that just flips that up when you're done. So let me do that again. So you push on this right side button here, and then pull the trigger. And then just above that is a little release. Awesome tool. I've used these a ton. And I'll even use them for cutting 3/4 PVC when doing drains, just if I'm feeling lazy, because they do a good job on that too. But awesome tool. I give it a 5.5 stars. I believe in them that much. If you're somebody that does a lot of 90% furnaces and you're using a Sawzall, quit doing that, because you're going to end up getting the burrs and all the crap inside of your inducer, and you're going to get callbacks because you have a pressure switch that's not opening up. So I said that wrong. That's not closing. Let's use the right terminology here. But yeah. These blades over time will get dull the more you use them. Probably last you a few years actually. This is the second blade I've had on this one, and you can just order them from your supply house or just go on Amazon and you can find these blades. Just look up M12 shears. I call them the loppers, but yeah, one of my favorite tools I've ever owned. So let's get on to the next review. Okay, review number 2. So this is the Milwaukee M18. I call it the trim saw because it's not the full circular saw, that real nice one that you get that's the fuel. I don't even think this is a fuel. No, it's just your basic 6.5 inch blade circular saw, whereas the big one I think takes the larger blade, which is 7 or whatever they are. I got this one because I want something a little more compact. It wasn't going to take up as much space, and I don't really do a lot of cutting. It does 2x4s just fine. You know, we're not doing any major framing with these. And then it's got your adjustments here, so you can tilt it, and you can adjust the depth. You can so you can adjust it this way, and you can adjust it that way, and then up and down, obviously. But I have mine set at, you know, depth for 2x4s. I give this probably 4 stars just because it does get gutless if you're somebody that's doing a lot. But, you know, in HVAC, we don't do a ton of cutting stuff, just for, you know, certain jobs we go on where we need to cut some wood. It does just fine. It'll cut plywood all day. It'll cut 2x4s all day. Just make sure you got plenty of batteries. So yeah, 4 stars on this. I recommend picking it up. You know, and it's cheaper than the big one too. So that's another pro for it. So yeah, that's my two tool reviews for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video earlier. Thanks a lot, guys.